So hi team, this is Venkat from Nandini Software Solutions. In this batch, we are going to teach about Snowflake with AWS and Talend. Okay, the new batch is going to start from today. The class timings is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. IST. We're going to learn together Snowflake with the Talend. Okay, so if anyone interested to learn these technologies, reach out this number. This combination is very good demand in the market. If you learn this technology, I'm sure that you will get the job easily. The combinations, ETL plus Snowflake. Okay, so now let me start highlights of this training institute. So we're going to teach about only interactive online classes. After class is done, we'll provide you recording videos. Along with we'll explain the real-time scenarios. We'll provide you materials. We have already predefined materials are there. Okay, so these materials whichever we have already prepared, these materials we're providing. This is very useful with all the documentations with clear steps, guys. Okay, with the lab documents, everything we're providing. Along with project explanation, we'll do some project explanation, resume preparation, mock interviews, doubts and clarifications, interview questions and answers we're explaining. I'm only taking the training on this institute, guys. Okay, so this is the my institute website, www.nandinisoftware.com. This is my YouTube channel. This is the phone number. If you want to learn any ETL tool plus cloud technologies, reach out this number. Okay, so let me start about what is ETL. Anyone idea, team? What is ETL? What is ETL, team? ETL stands for, anyone idea? E means extract, transform, and load. Okay, read the data from different sources. Maybe I can get the data from Oracle. I can get the data from files. I can get from the Teradata. I can get from different sources. I can apply the some logics, transform as per the requirement. I can convert it. Then I will load into target. Then after loading into the target, we can generate the reports. Okay, as per the requirement. So for that, now let me observe some scenarios. Okay, so then you will understand it. Assume that I have one student file. I have one student table in my Oracle database. What I want it, I want to get this file. I want to get this data, student detail. Okay, for example, I have student ID. Okay, student name. Okay, assume that the student marks. So for example, student ID is 101, name is Venkat. Assume that marks is 100. I have one more student. His name is Sachin. He's having 100 marks out of 100. So he's having Rohit Sharma. He's having 99. Okay, let me go for one more student. His name is Virat. He's having 100. So some marks are there. So what I want it, I have to get this table data from Oracle. Okay, I have to load into AWS S3, guys. AWS S3. Okay, imagine AWS storage S3. I have to load it. After loading, I have to use the Snowflake. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse, guys. Okay, what is Snowflake? We'll see in the further classes. So after loading into AWS, I have to create one table in the Snowflake migration, guys. We have to, nowadays cloud is more powerful, right? All the relational databases were migrating to cloud, right? So now what I have to do, I need to load into Snowflake table. I will create one table that is called as a student details. In the student details table, I have to load into Snowflake. Okay, so Snowflake we can handle huge volumes of data, right? That's why most of the customers, most of the projects are coming on Snowflake. Okay, this is my requirement, guys. I have one table. The table is available in the Oracle. Okay, so in the Oracle, I have to load into Snowflake. So how to load it Snowflake, we'll see now. First, I have to load into AWS S3. After loading into AWS S3, then I have to use the Snowflake. By using the Snowflake, I have to load into Snowflake tables. How to load it, we'll see now. Okay, this is my requirement, guys. Today we're going to discuss about I'm migrating one table from Oracle to Snowflake. How to migrate it. This is a real-time task I'm going to teach you guys. Okay, so for the demo. Now let me log in Oracle. I'm going to create one table. How to create a table, we'll see now. Okay, so let me. How to create table means create. Okay, table. Which table you want to create it? Suppose I want to create student details table. This is the table name, guys. So these are the columns. What are the columns? Student ID. Okay, student ID, student name, student marks. Okay, so this is the student ID. Is it coming? It's a, what are the numbers or dates or characters? What is? It's a numbers, right? That's why I'm going to use the integer data type. Okay, now student name. Student name. This is a varchar. Okay, characters, right? That's why I have to use in Oracle. So varchar data type, varchar. So two, some length I have to use it. Now marks also integer data type. So that's why I'm going to use integer data type. Okay, so now let me create a table. So create table, table name, column names, data types and lengths I have to use it. Okay, so now let me create a table. So now my table got created. Now I want to view the data in this table. How to view the data means select star from student details. This is the table. There are no records. Nothing is there. Now I want to insert the data. These records I have to insert it. How to insert it? So I want to insert the data means insert into. Okay. Insert into table name. Which table I want to insert the data? What are the values I want to insert the data? Those values I have to pass here. So how to pass it? So let me take the first record. So let me pass wherever the other than the integer fields pass in the single quotes, guys. Other than the integer fields pass in the single quotes. Let me pass it. So let me put the semicolon. This is the way to insert the data. So I want to insert one more record. Okay, second record I have to insert it. So let me copy this second record. So let me paste it here. So here what I'm doing, so other than the integer fields I am passing as a, this is the string value, right? That's why in the quotes I am passing it. So let me execute this second record. So now I want to insert third record also. How to insert third record? Third record values. This is are the third record values. So now let me pass in the single quotes here, because why I'm passing single quotes, this is the string value varchar, right? That's why I need to pass in the single quotes. So let me insert one more record. So last record I'm inserting. Let me, so here I need to pass single quotes because of this is varchar data type. This is the string values. This is the, okay, that's why I need to pass as a varchar data type. Now I want to view the data. Select star from table name. What is the table name? Student details. Now what I want it? I want to read the data. I want to get the data from this table. So I'm logging into Snowflake. Let me log in Snowflake. I'm creating one table. Let me create one table here. I need to load the data. That is my requirement, real-time requirement. I'm going to explain, guys. Okay, now as for now, I have created the table. I have created the table in Oracle. Now I'm going to create a structure of my Snowflake. How to create a structure of Snowflake? Please observe, guys. First, let me create one database. So how to create a database? Create or replace database. Database name Nandini Software Solutions Demo. This is the database I'm creating it. Okay, let me create it. Let me execute it. So now I want to use this database. How to use it? There is a syntax: use database name. What is the database name? Nandini Software Solutions Demo. Okay, now I want to create a table. Same structure. I want to create a table. So how to create a table, team? So let me copy this record. The structure I'm creating it. Okay, where I'm creating in the Snowflake. I'm migrating the data into Snowflake. So now, so create or replace, I will use it if it's already existing. Table name. Okay, these are the column names, data types and lengths. I'm creating the table in Snowflake. So my data, my table got created. Now I want to retrieve the data. There are no records. Okay, so now I want to insert the data. Okay, let me insert it. Okay, let me execute this all. Okay, same statements, I'm inserting it. See, 4 records are inserted. Okay, now I don't want to insert it here, just I have inserted now here. Okay, now I want to load, I want to get the data from Oracle, I have to load it. So this I don't want to do in the manually. Now I want to load the data via S3. I want to load it. How to load it, we'll see now. So let me delete it. So I don't want to load it manually. That's why I'm deleting in the Snowflake. Okay. So let me delete the data. Delete from table name. So okay, or else let me recreate it. When I recreate it, it will go for empty. So now my table got empty. Now I have to get the data. Now I have to get the data wherever the Oracle this data is there. This table data I have to load into Snowflake. Okay, Snowflake here. Okay, let me, we will not use varchar 2 here. Anyway, let me recreate it. So now I want to load it. How to get the data from Talend, how to load into Snowflake, we'll see now. So let me come to the Talend. Please observe carefully, team. So I have to connect into Oracle, guys. How to connect Oracle, we'll see now. So let me create a connection between Oracle and Talend. So there is a database connection. There is a database connections. Okay, right click the database connections, right click the database connections, create a connections. What is the connection? So Oracle to Talend connection I'm creating, guys. Let me create it. So here I'm passing Oracle to, like, Talend to Oracle, where I'm getting the data, Oracle to Talend S3 connection. Okay. So now let me click the next button. What is the database I want to get the data, team? Which database I want to get the data? It will support a number of databases. I want to get the data from Oracle. That's why I'm passing the Oracle with service name. Okay, so I need to pass the Oracle login details. Okay, so login ID, system, Oracle login ID. So at the time of installation Oracle, what is the password? That password I need to pass it. What is the server? That is the server name, I have to pass it. Service name I have to pass it. This connection details I will provide you at the time of. Okay, what is the schema? Scott schema. Okay, this is the connection details, I have to pass it. Okay, right click the database connections. Now I need to select the Oracle. I want to get the data from Oracle. That's why I'm selecting the Oracle with service name. Then I'm passing the Oracle connection details. Let me test the connection. Okay, so see, my password is system sy. Yes, right, system. So let me pass the correct details. Now my details are correct. So now let me click the finish button. Now, so now what I have to do, I need to retrieve the schema. How to retrieve the schema? Please observe carefully, team. Retrieve schema. Right click the connection, whichever I have created. There is a retrieve schema option is there. Let me click the retrieve schema. Let me click the next button. Let me here commit it, guys. My table. So I need to save it, right? So that's why I need to type commit. Okay, let me do the commit. So to save the data permanently, I have to use the commit statement. So now, so let me expand this one. So which table I want to get it? Student details. Let me select the student details table. So once here success. Now let me click the next button. You don't need to do anything, guys, here. No coding required. Just logically you have to understand the concept. That's it. Now let me click the next button. So what is the data type, team? Student ID. It's not decimal. My data is coming integer. That's why I'm selecting the integer data type. Let me pass some length. So now let me here also integer data type. It's not coming big decimal, it is coming integer values. That's why I'm passing the integer values. Okay, so now let me click the next button, finish button. So my schema is ready now. Now I want to create a talent job. How to create a talent job? Let me, so right click the job design, create a job. So where I'm doing Oracle to, I'm loading into S3 via Talend. Okay, via Talend ETL tool. Okay, so this is the job name I'm passing. Let me click the finish. So now, so I want to get the data from Oracle. I want to generate the text file. So how to generate text file? Let me show you. So I'm using the Oracle. I want to read the data from Oracle, means I have to use the T Oracle input component. By using the T Oracle input component, I can get the data. So now I want to generate the text file. I want to CSV file or text file. So I have to use the T file output delimited component. By using the T file output delimiter component, I can generate the CSV file or text file. Okay, now let me give the mapping connections. Let me generate it first. Let me generate it. Okay, so now when you double click the student details, all the connections are already defined. No need to do anything here. So double click the T file output delimiter. I want to generate the CSV file. Where I have to generate it? So let me browse that path. I want to generate in downloads folder. Okay, in the target files. So I want to generate student details file. I want to generate it. Let me generate it here. Okay, so let me open this. Let me delete it. If it's already existing, I'm deleting. So let me generate it here. Okay, so now student details underscore CSV file, I have to generate it now here. Student details dot CSV file I'm generating. CSV file means comma separated value. Let me pass comma here. So when I'm getting the data, I need to use the include header. I want header also. Sync the columns. Sync the columns means whatever the columns are there here, I want to propagate into the next stage, next component. We will use the sync columns. Now let me go for advanced setting. If my file is already there, my job will fail. I don't want to fail the job. So that's why I'm unchecking the checkbox. If my file is already there, I don't want to fail the job. So that's why I'm unchecking here. Now let me save the job. Now let me run the job. That's it. My design is ready. So here my target file is empty. I have to generate it via Talend. I'm generating here first. Okay, then I will load into AWS S3. So now let me run the job. I'm running the job. Let me run the job. Let me run the job. My job is running. I'm generating the text CSV file. I'm getting the data into Oracle. In my Oracle, there are 4 records are there. So let me show you here how many records are there. 4 records, right? See, when you go for select star from the table name, these 4 records I'm getting. This 4 records data I'm getting. I'm generating one CSV file. I have generated the CSV file. So now what I wanted, this CSV file, I want to load into AWS S3 for data loading purpose. Okay, how to load into CSV, how to load into AWS S3 this file. So I want load into AWS S3. I need to connect AWS S3, right? So how to connect to AWS S3 means I need to pass the S3 connection details. AWS S3 T S3 connection. There is a S3 connection component is there. By using the TS3 connection component, I can connect into AWS. Okay, I want to load the file, my local system to AWS S3 means there is a TS3 put component is there. By using the TS3 put component, I can put the data into AWS S3. Okay, I have opened the connection. Now I'm closing the connection. There is a TS3 close connection option is there. Let me use the TS3 close connection. Once I have opened the connection, I'm closing the connection. That's it. Okay, so I'm generating how to connect it. Let me use the trigger on subjob okay option. So we'll discuss what is on subjob on component okay full details. Okay, so now let me once this is done, I need to go for the close the connection. So now I want to connect it, right? How to connect AWS S3? I need AWS access key, secret key. So how to get the access key, secret key? Please observe carefully, team. Okay, so let me go for AWS. I have to log in AWS account. I will explain how to install the softwares, guys. I'll configure the kind of softwares, applications and all. So let me once log in AWS. There is a security credentials are available. Security credentials, security credentials, security credentials. Okay, so now now let me come to the down. There is an option here. Let me deactivate this. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. You don't need to do, guys. Okay, there is AWS team. They will directly give access key, secret key. We have to use it anyway. We are learning here how to create it. Let me deactivate this one also. I'm going to create a new pair. So let me deactivate it. I'm going to create a new access key, secret key. So there is a create access key option is there. Create access key. Select the checkbox. Let me create access key. Okay, this is the access key value. This access key I'm storing guys here. Access key. This is access key value. Okay. So there is a secret key. This is the secret access key value. Let me save it. This is required for my Talend job along with the Snowflake also. Let me take this. Now let me click the download the CSV file. Let me done it. Okay, now let me go for Talend. Let me come to the Talend. So I have to pass here, right? Access key. What is the access key? What is the access key team? I have got it right. This is the access key. Let me copy here. So where is the secret key? Let me copy. This is the secret key to connect AWS S3 to Talend. I'm connecting it. So let me pass the connection details here. So let me click OK button. Okay, now my connections are ready. Okay, so now let me use the existing connection. Use the existing connection here. So now what is the bucket name? So now let me create a one bucket where I have to generate the file. Okay, my local system to where I have to upload it. So let me go for AWS S3. Let me go for AWS S3. Now let me create a bucket. So I want to create a bucket name. Which is the bucket name you want to create it? Nandini Software Solutions, October batch 2025 demo. Okay, so let me copy. This is the name I'm creating. So now let me come to the down. Don't change anything. Create a bucket. Create a bucket. Create a bucket. So now inside bucket, let me create a folder. I'm going to create a folder. That is, these are the CSV files, CSV student files. Student files I'm uploading here. So now let me create a folder. So inside folder, I have to upload it. Via Talend I'm uploading. I'm not uploading manually, guys. Okay, now how to load it here? So let me copy. This is the path. This is the path. Let me keep it here. Where I have to upload it. What is the file I want to upload it? This is the student details.csv file. I have to upload it. After uploading, I have to load into Snowflake table. How to load it, we'll see now. Okay. So the student.csv file, I have to upload it. So what is the bucket name here? This is the bucket name. This is the bucket name. This is the bucket name. Okay, where? What is the path? What is the file name? So this is the CSV files. And okay, let me pass the CSV files path. This is where I have to upload it. That is the path I am passing here. Okay, what is the file name I want to generate it? I want to generate the file name is student details.csv file. I want to generate it. That is the file name I am passing here. Now where my local file is available, where my local system, where my file is available, it is available here in the Talend files. So let me select this file. Now my connection is, let me close it. Let me save the job. Now I want to run the job. See, when I observe here S3, there is no files are there. Now I'm generating it. How I am generating? Via Talend. Let me run the job. Talend job. All the properties are I have defined. After defining, so I'm running the job. My job is running. So now my data, my job got finished. So now when I observe my AWS S3, my file is, when once it refresh it, let me refresh it. After refreshing, my student details CSV file is available. This is the ETL team will take care, guys. This is the ETL team. There are two teams are there, ETL team, Snowflake team, reporting team. Okay, I'm going to teach both ETL plus Snowflake, both. Now my main requirement, Snowflake, how to load the data from AWS S3 to Snowflake. That is the main part. If you want to go for Snowflake, so there is a one file in the S3 bucket. So what I want it, I need to get this file. I have created the Snowflake table. In this table, I want to load the data. How to load the data? This is the main part. Let me discuss it. Please focus seriously, guys. I have one S3 bucket. In the S3 bucket, in this folder, there is a student details files are there. Now what I want it, I want to get this data I want to load into student table, Snowflake. Okay, how to load it means we'll see now. Please observe carefully, team. I have already created the table. Now what I want it? First, directly it is not possible to load the data from AWS S3 to Snowflake. Okay, Snowflake directly it is not possible. That's why I need to create a between stage. I need to get the data from S3. I need to load into stage, from stage to Snowflake by using the copy into command. By using the copy into command, I can load the data. What I have to do? I need to get the data from AWS S3. After getting the S3, I need I need to load into stage. Directly, it is not possible to load into Snowflake table. What I am doing, I am loading into staging. Stage temporary to hold the data. After loading staging, I will use the some copy into command. After using copy into command, then I will load into, I will define the file format and all. Then I will load into Snowflake table. So please observe carefully, team. So now I need to create a stage. How to create a stage? Please observe carefully, team. I have logged in Snowflake. So now I have to create a stage. How to create a stage? It's very simple, guys. Create or replace stage, stage name. Where I am getting the data? I'm getting the data from AWS. That's why I'm keeping here AWS underscore external. AWS is the external stage. Okay, this is the student. Okay, details. That's why I'm passing the AWS external stage student details. You can give any name, guys, here. Okay, so I'm passing student. So now what is the URL? Where I am getting, from which path I am getting? There are multiple paths are there, right? So for that is the URL. So let me copy this URL. So I'm keeping it. That's it. This is the way to create a stage. Create or replace stage name. Any name you can keep it as per the requirement. For understanding purpose, I'm getting the data from AWS. This is external stage. This is the student details. That's why I'm keeping it. Let me create it. This is the way to create a stage. Now what I want it, I got the data into stage. From staging to Snowflake table, I want to load it. How to load it? I want to load the data into student details table. I have to use the command call copy into command. By using the copy into command, I can load the data. Okay, how to load it? Let me discuss now. So let me write the copy into command. So copy into which table I want to load the data. Which table, team? I want to load the data into student details. Let me use the student details. From where I want to load the data? I want to load the data from stage. So this is the stage name. So this is the stage is external stage. That's why out Q the symbol is called at the date of symbol. Okay, now what I have to do? I need to connect it, right? S3 to Snowflake, I have to connect it, right? So that's why I need to pass the connection details. That is called as a credentials. Credentials I have to pass it. So that is called, what are the credentials, team? So this is the access key, secret key. Let me copy this access key, secret key. This I have to pass it. So this is called as a AWS key ID. AWS key ID, key underscore ID. So this is called as AWS key ID. Okay, so I need to pass in the single quotes. So this is a AWS secret key. AWS secret key. This is the AWS underscore secret key. This is the AWS secret key. So I'm connecting it. Okay. So after connecting, which files I want to load it? What is the file format? What is the file format? Okay. Is it file? Is it, what is the file type? Is it CSV or text file, or is it JSON or XML? File type is the CSV. So what is the field delimiter in this file? What is the field delimiter in this file, team? What is the field delimiter? Student ID, student name, marks. Something is separated. The separator is comma, right? Comma delimiter, right? So that's why that is called as a field delimiter. Comma. So my file having header, I want to skip header. There is option skip header equal to 1. I have to pass it. So there are multiple. Assume that here I have only one file. Assume that multiple files are there. I want to load only particular file. That's why I need to define the objective name is called files equal to what are the files I want to load it. That is the file name I am mentioning here. So that is the only one file is there. So that's one file name I am passing here. Okay, before executing, let me show you my table data is empty now. My table data is empty now. So now I am executing this copy into command. After executing the copy into command, I have to load the data. Okay, let me check it. So I'm executing the copy command. So invalid parameter AWS secret key. Spelling is wrong, guys. Secret key. So now let me execute this command. So my data, what are the table data? See, 4 records are there. These 4 records, my data is coming into. This is the way to migrate the data from on-premises to cloud technologies. Okay, to migrate the data, so we can use ETL tools, combination Snowflake with the ETL tool. It's a very good demand in the market. If you learn any ETL tool, a combination Talend with Snowflake is very good in the market, guys. Datastage, Snowflake also good. Any ETL tool. Okay, this is the way to migrate the data from on-premises to cloud. Any questions, team? Any doubts so far? Okay, so we're going to learn uh, Snowflake, how to get the data via Talend. Along with, I'm going to teach Snowflake is fully okay. All full package we're providing as. If you learn this combination, I'm sure that I will make you to get the job 100%. Okay, any questions? Let me stop recording here. Let me take your doubts and clarifications now. Let me stop it.